So here's the little bit of suspense you have for you right now. So as of right now, Nova Scotia doesn't have a place to test. If you want to travel the States, you need a negative test to be able to go anywhere. The dumb thing is that our province doesn't have anywhere to do that. So I put out a little video on Instagram. Greg's girlfriend, Allie, messaged me. There might be a place here that I can get it done, you know, like on Sunday. If not, I have to drive 4 hours there, 4 hours back on Monday before I travel. You can only imagine how much I don't want to do that. How much I do not want to travel 8 hours total just to take a test, and I'm already double vaccinated. Like, I'm already vaccinated. Frustrated, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that literally almost took the wind right out of my sails. And it's nothing more than like, I don't want to spend more time away from my family than I need to. 4 hours there, 4 hours back, 8 hours to get a test done. Anyway, so I'm driving to this place right now. I'm going to see if they offer the proper test, because if I don't get it done, I can be at the airport and they turn my ass around and be like, oh, you don't have the proper test, you can't go. Despite having both vaccines, both Pfizer, double vax. I'm telling you, second time, second chance is never as easy as the first one. Never. Because, like, hindsight, the first chance, you know, being a professional football player, I'm not going through this. I'm not doing this. I'm just getting on a plane with the team and going to play. In an alternate reality somewhere, I'm basically retired at that point. But either way, in another universe, I'm not going through this in order to do the sport that I love to do. Just saying. Okay, so the situation now is good. I found a place here in Nova Scotia that, actually in the city, that does the testing. So I can get my test done. On Friday, it takes about a day for the test results to go through, so it'll time out perfectly, I guess, when I leave. But that's the shit I gotta go through to do this show. It's crazy. It's like, I'm just trying to compete, and I gotta go through all these hoops and whatever just to do this show. So, you know what I mean? Like, you'll get tested. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. That almost took the wind out of my sails a little bit. I would have never quit. Don't get it twisted. I definitely would not have quit at all. But I tell you right now, that made my spirits, like, that dropped my spirits a lot. When there's like, you know, I was gonna potentially have to go 4 hours there, 4 hours back to get a test done. State I'm in right now. And I wouldn't expect anyone to do it with me, so I wasn't expecting someone to come with me do that either. So this is it. This is what you're gonna get. So we're gonna bang out this cardio, give you a leg workout. My meals are pushed back a bit, but you know, when I put the supplements in me, my appetite goes away a little bit. So anyway, see you guys in a bit. So we're just in the flip-flop back and forth from quads hams. I'm just really focusing just on actually contracting, like moving the weight. So literally, like, I'm flexing right from the hip flexing all the way on that knee. Almost like perfect knee extension. But that's just gonna force that more of a load onto my quads. And similar to like how we posing, and my front relaxed. So I'm always trying to emphasize posing and activating. So I'm in those poses. My body's already used to being in. Anyway, so I'm gonna do hamstrings now. I'm gonna do kneeling hamstring curls, because the way I'll be activating my hamstrings will be all more similar to a kneeling hamstring curl than a lying hamstring curl. So I'm gonna do that next. Hey, dude. Lean though. So, you can see the whole point of me doing with my feet plantar flex and my toes pointed. When I'm in the side chest, I'm in a plantar flex position from my calf. Oh yeah, and if you see when I flex, when you have your feet plantar flex like that, you see your hamstring drops even more. So basically like elongates the hamstring in that position. That's why I opt to do this at this time of prep than doing, lying hamstring curls with my feet dorsal. You can still do a plantar flex doing hamstring curls lying as well too. And if you see me do dumbbell hamstring curls, you're in that plantar flex position too. So you get that overemphasis on that, elongating the hamstring and then getting your calf involved as well too. So it's like your best bang for your buck, I feel. If you want to really develop your hamstrings, is do a mix of both, but make sure you're doing plantar flex. Plantar flexion, basically toes pointed. Dorsal flex is toes pointed up. So I'm gonna head over to squat press. It's my favorite press machine ever because it really gives you that squat feel instead of like a leg press where you're really getting a lot more like quad. Now you can always change the positioning of your feet on the pad to get more hamstring, more quad. The more knee flexion you get, the more hamstring, the more quad you're gonna get. The less knee flexion you get, the less quad you get. So but this one here, doesn't matter where you put your foot, you're really getting a really good squat feel because you're getting good knee flexion and hip flexion in the squat machine, hence it's called squat press. Anyway, we're gonna load that guy up. I'm gonna hit 3 sets here, 15, 20 reps, and then get the hack squat right after. So I want to emphasize the fact that there's so much weight I'm using. Off season, this thing's stacked and I can rep this out with control the same way. Again, I don't need to load this thing up for me to feel it now, especially my body being so vulnerable. There's not enough fat, calories in my body to really combat against putting myself injury. So I'm using this much weight that I can control that will fatigue the shit out of it. Now I know you guys remember obviously when most gyms are on lockdown. You only need to be in the gym 10 to 20% of the time that you're normally there to keep the muscles you have on. So for me in the last couple weeks of prep, I'm not gonna lose any muscle in my legs through not training them or as heavy or as hard. The only way I'm gonna lose muscle in my legs is by being in the complete deficit that I'm in and do the cardio I'm doing. But for those that are like, maybe doing a show or whatever, worrying about if they don't train legs as much as before, loaded up, they're gonna lose. It's not gonna happen. So as long as you're eating enough food, not a deficit like I'm in, you're not gonna lose any muscle or strength. So, but also I'm not saying train like a pussy either. So when you can train heavy and hard, train heavy and hard and smart, under control. But if you're gonna stay like I am, you see a lot of guys in the prep and they can do what they want. I got nothing against that, that's them. But a lot of times when most of the guys get injured at the end of prep is because they're too thick-headed and they think they gotta push a bunch of weight in order to keep themselves full. You need blood to keep yourself full and enough of a load for that to happen. It doesn't mean you gotta train 1 rep max or 10 rep max. You can train 60% of what you normally do to sustain that muscle. Just saying. Alright, so my camera died last set, where I was doing hack squat. So leg extensions, leg curls, squat press, hack squat, and really push it. I'm feeling it, tired. What's good was my meals got pushed back a lot, so running around looking for a place so I can get tested so I can actually go and travel, kind of push my meals back, which is good because I had energy in a sense. I got to eat almost double when I got home. So I'll make my last meal, second last. I have literally 1,000 calories left to eat, and I'm gonna probably eat only 800 of those because it's already 7 o'clock. So I'll eat this, which is my favorite meal, one of them. Cookbook. Then I'll have something really small after. Probably have just another fish meal. Anyway, if you guys like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna come with a tell like this, transparent, vulnerable, tired ass truth for coaching, jonni.shreve.com. Yes, I feel death, but I'm still coaching. So sign up, get part of this, part of the movement. Iron sharpens iron. Anyway, use my code Johnny15 for 50% off the Power 13 cookbook. Also use my code Johnny for 50% off Fit Army. Like I said, the merch is coming out very soon, and the ebook will be released very soon too, so get ready for that. Anyway guys, send me some pictures, progress pics, and you gotta follow me on Instagram at _Johnny_. You know how it is, iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, I'm tired of shit, but keep dream chasing.